Hi friends, so we're going to go into part two now of creating our placement lines and stitch lines for our zipper. And so what I want to do now that I've got my red lines in place for stitching, I want to edit out the ends of that rectangle so we don't stitch over the teeth in the zipper. So the first thing I want to do is select that. Since I know that it fits inside the placement lines, I'm just going to move it out for the time being so it makes it a little bit easier to edit. So I'll select and I'm going to make it pretty big so I can see the ends of those stitch lines. Alright, remember it's red, so I want to have a good close-up view of this so that I can edit those out. So I'm going to use my editor. Alright, and I want to go to delete, and I'm going to click right here. Alright, and then I'll use my right arrow key. Alright, and hit enter. And I have deleted the ends of that part of the rectangle. Now we'll go down to the other end of the rectangle and do the very same thing. I'm going to click right here. Alright, choose erase or delete. Alright, click the right arrow key and enter and click off. Now I want to save this again, and this is the rectangular zipper bag. Yes, I want to save those changes, and I will shrink back down to where I was before, and I'll move my placement lines back into place. Okay, so we'll grab this and put it right back over here. Alright, now this is the time when I might want to extend the size of this just a little bit. So we've got it in place. Let's click on it one more time. Make it just a tiny bit bigger. Okay. Alright, so now we have our stitch lines for the zipper, we have our placement lines for the zipper, and we're ready to move forward with creating that rectangle for the front of the bag. Alright, so we're going to save all of our work so far, and yes. Alright, so I'm going to go to File New first, and then I'll go into my draw package. I don't want to mess up what I've already done. So I'm going to create a new bitmap. Again, it really doesn't matter what size, but I do need to choose the right size line, and this time I'm going to choose the color blue, and I will just make, that's not what I want to do. I'm going to close that, exit. Alright, create draw package. I'm trying to hurry here so I can get all of this in my 10 minutes time. Alright, I'm still on blue. Alright, I'm going to draw a rectangle. And so that's approximately what I want, so I'm good with that. Close, save, and this is zipper bag outline. Okay, save. And so now I can go into Autopunch. And I've got don't need to select anything, but I do need to crop that just a little bit. Okay, there we go. There we go. And next, it really doesn't matter what size it is because again, when we get to the end, we can resize it to be what we want it to be. I'm mainly interested in getting a rectangle there that I can choose a fill stitch for and create an applique. Alright, so there we go. So now I want to go into this stitch type and make it an applique with no first hold down, no second hold down, no overlock, just apply. Okay, we'll close that up. And there is our rectangle. Very good. Alright, so now I'm going to select that and copy it. Alright, and I'll go back to my bag and paste it in. And again, it's not going to be the right size, but because it's a separate design, now I can make it the size I want it to be. So we want to fill up our hoop as much as possible. Okay, so let's just move that down a little bit. You can go all the way out to the edge there. Okay, that looks good. So now we have a rectangle, and there's a little bit of space at the beginning, almost an inch at the top, which is good. We have the placement line for the zipper, we have the stitch lines for the zipper, okay, and we have the bottom of the rectangle. All right, very good. So we're going to save our design, and we're good to go.